Welcome to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at
the fabulous Arizona Center.
And we are so excited to welcome back Dr. Tara Coppola. I just learned how to say her name right. I'm really excited about it. Because it looks like Coppola or Coppola. Yeah, Marshall keeps adding L's. But we've had her on the show before, and we just got some amazing news that she's actually going to be doing a quarterly segment with us.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, it's so exciting when she comes because we always have this great energy going.
Yeah.
So
she mainly practices homeopathic remedies and medicine, and so we are excited to learn how to deal with burnout today.
Yeah, and I think she even has some things for us to try.
Yeah, so stick around, maybe try it out with us. All right, Marshall, you abandoned me.
For the Wilds of Kingman.
Oh.
But oh my God, we had so much fun. So it is the 99th anniversary of Route 66.
Wow.
Next year will be 100 years. And so they did a 2-day festival. It was Friday and Saturday with lots of bands. The Wallapai Reservation came in, had dancers. So it was lots of fun.
Very cool. And were you speaking or emceeing?
I was emceeing. So
okay, nice.
So basically I got to introduce the bands and hang out. They have Louis the Jackalope.
Okay.
So I helped maneuver Louis around. So.
Well, very cool.
Yeah, and so basically everything's getting ready to then go in also to next year and beyond of what Route 66 is.
I assume they're like already really planning for the 100th.
Very much so. And that's happening along the entire route.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that'll be really exciting.
Yeah.
That's also my 40th birthday, so I'm gonna see if maybe I can do a little trip to celebrate.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like I probably should go ahead and book a hotel early just because it may fill up.
So when are they doing like the big celebration then?
Well, the basic Kingman does really 2 events. One is kind of fall, one is kind of spring. So that's the fun run. And then in October, they'll be doing the I Heart Route 66 Fest.
Okay, I don't want to do a fun run.
No, it's not running. It's driving your car.
Okay.
So Arizona has from Seligman to Topak is the longest stretch of Route 66 that you can still drive on.
Got it. Okay.
So.
Okay, that I would do.
Yeah, so that's a lot of fun. I mean, I did it one year and it was so much fun. We did it. It was with the Arizona Electrical Vehicle Association. And so we were in a converted E-Camino.
Oh, wow.
So it was an El Camino that was all battery powered.
Okay, that's cool.
So it was like a 1973 El Camino. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, nice.
So we'll see what we can cook up for next year.
Yeah. Well, Friday while you were gone, we had Jeff Reynolds in, and big thanks to Jeff,
nice.
who was an incredible host and was so excited to meet all of these small businesses and folks.
Right.
He was so excited just how much cool stuff he was learning about.
Well, I'm saying you had so many. I mean, you had Lucretia.
Yeah.
I mean, you have some people in studio.
Yeah, we did. We had a really good lineup, so that was really fun.
Oh, and Zarko. So
Zarko was here. Yep, and over the weekend, we did the workshop for the Worldwide Women's Film Festival with Annie Lundgren. That was really actually a great conversation. It was a smaller group, but I feel like the right people were in the room, like it was just a meaningful talk, and I feel like people got a lot out of it.
Cool.
And then last night, I went to Retail Therapy's new location, which we can officially reveal is partnering with Greenwood Brewing.
Oh, just down here on Roosevelt.
Yep, they're taking over that Made
nice.
Art Boutique space.
Oh, right.
But they're basically doing a sip and shop, so you can take a beer from Greenwood and go through the store. So
nice.
Yeah, so it'll be really cool. But we did a pumpkin painting party last night.
Oh, nice.
And I made mine into a little I call him Baby Herman Munster, but he looks like a little Frankenstein. I painted my pumpkin green.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so it was a fun time. It was really good.
And probably a lot easier than having to sit there and carve, because that can take so long. And
yeah, and a lot of the gals were like doing these really intricate like patterns, and and I was like, I'm going classic Halloween and just
right.
But no, it was good. But I'm very happy you're back. You were missed.
Indeed, happy to be back as well.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into it. Dr. Tara is going to show us how to do kind of a quick reset if you're feeling anxious or like you're approaching burnout. And this is going to be really helpful for you. It's something that you can do every day. So we are excited to walk through this with you all. So keep it right here. Let's talk with Dr. Tara.
Welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at
the fabulous Arizona Center.
It's so good to have you back, Marshall.
Oh, I am so happy to be back.
I was doing the fabulous Arizona Center by myself.
I know, it's like nobody does it. No one does it as well as.
I know.
So I'm like, oh man.
Also, it was weird to start because you always start.
It's like these words. What are these words?
I don't know. I did the best I could. So.
But we got some other words. Because we have a returning guest.
We do have a returning guest.
Yeah.
And I love this returning guest. I'm so excited that she's here.
I know, we had so much fun last time.
And she's talking about something that's really important, actually. And it's something that I spent the weekend actually thinking about and doing some practices for myself as well. So
she's talking about tap dancing?
No, I didn't tap dance this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. We've got Dr. Tara Coppola.
Yes.
Oh, I was so in my head about it. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
I'm just going to call you Dr. Tara.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
So hi.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's so good to be back here. I missed you guys.
We missed you too.
Exactly. We had so much fun last time.
It was hilarious.
And it was a good conversation.
It was.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what are we talking about today?
Burnout.
That's a big one.
Oh, been there, done that. Still living that in that bus.
Yeah. It's definitely it's immense. It's immense in our world right now.
Yeah.
You know, with everything that we're experiencing, no matter where you are in your views, you're experiencing it from the external environment.
Yes.
Right.
But also the way that we're trained to live is pushing our burnout. You know, especially with our economy and everything that's going on, we're just constantly pushing, but we don't have any more to give.
Yeah.
So it's affecting us a lot.
Those are lots of conversations that we've been having with friends. I do Reiki. We had a Reiki circle. There was a lot of conversation of everybody feeling sort of the same things and the same impacts. My therapist kind of says, a lot of the conversations are the same right now. Everybody's feeling it.
Yeah.
So, this is a very real shift, I think, that's happening for a lot of people. Yeah. And I also think part of the problem or challenge is that it's everywhere. It is so hard to disconnect. Like, even if you want to, it's hard to disconnect.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is infiltrated everything that we do. No matter where we look, there's always an aspect of something either trying to pull our attention or trying to pull any resources that we have.
Yeah.
And it's pervasive in what we're experiencing. And I know, like, I'm in a few circles and we have like secret conversations like to protect ourselves, to make sure that like we're safe. And if you're not feeling safe, then there's always an air of like fight or flight that you're walking through.
Yes.
And it just adds to the constant conundrum of day-to-day frustrations. And as a society, we don't have any more to give. We just don't have it.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, it's having to make adjustments for the reality that we're in right now. And even sometimes there's simple things like, I don't have on news alerts anymore. I haven't done that for a while since I stopped being a journalist, but I do still like to read the news in the morning. And just this morning, I was sitting there thinking, maybe doing this in the morning isn't the best idea anymore, right? Because almost every day something is triggering me or stressing me out or causing me to feel frightened or concerned. And it's like, I'm starting my day every day in this place. Maybe that's not the best time to do this anymore. And I think some people just get so in routine that they don't stop to even think about, is this serving me well right now?
Yeah, and it's very true. Like, they're talking about when you see your news to maybe like put it towards the end of the day and then having bringing in a coping skill afterwards.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna stress you out. Like, no matter where you are, it's stressful. Everything we're seeing is stressful. So it's gonna excite those fight or flight within us.
Yeah.
Because we want to protect the ones we love. We want to protect ourselves, and we're living in a world where we're kind of feeling stuck.
Yeah.
Feeling like there's so much out of our hands that we can't do. And so when having those news outlets or stories come to you, pulling them into the end of your day where you have that time to kind of like settle with it, maybe journal about it a little bit, do a little Reiki, do some meditation, just that way you have that tool to process afterwards. Because then to put it into the beginning of your day, and like you said, you're starting your day out in this fight or flight, and then everything coming after that is just going to add to that stress.
Right.
Instead of you having all of your resources, which is when we have them in the beginning of the day, to be able to handle the stresses that we normally have to tend to during the day.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And the other thing that I'm finding particularly helpful is community, in the sense that, you know, there was a pretty big period where when a lot of this was first starting to take shape, I was like, am I the only one that's like this upset, this frightened, this concerned, you know, and then you kind of start having connections with people and you're like, okay, no, I'm not going crazy. I'm not the only one, you know, and that helps, because the feeling of isolation can be, I think, a trigger for panic as well, you know, because it's hard to be able to tell your reality at that point. Yeah.
And there's certain things happening in our world that are trying to force us into isolation, right? Because if we're isolated, we have less resources.
Right.
And community is one of the biggest tools that we can implement for our overall health as well. Like, if we're looking at blue zones, a lot of things that blue zones have that we don't have, one of them is community-based.
Say what a blue zone is for those that might not be familiar.
So a blue zone is an area in the world which they find people are living to be centenarians. They're living over 100 years old. So they've been studying these areas to determine what they offer and why people are living so long. And one of the things that these blue zones offer is people have a sense of community. They have not just family, but they have friends. They have people to do things with, people that are they're walking through the same path together, you know? And I think we, especially with where we are with our social media, with our, you know, virtual connections, we're very, very isolated. And so a lot of us are lacking that sense of community. I know when I moved out here, I made it a point. I was like, I'm building community. I'm gonna have community out here. It is so important. And it has made such a difference, because you have people you can turn to, you have friends you can go do stuff with. Also within your community, you wanna make sure they're lifting you up, not bringing you down. You know, everybody is in kind of like their own roller coaster, so to speak, and some that are more in the downwards of the roller coaster have a tendency to pull us down with them. And we do need to go through those ups and downs, but when we're around people that are more negative, it does impact us more. So having those people that have hope still, that are like, we can make it through, we're gonna do this, we're here to do this together. Even if you're making plans, like I'm talking to some people, they're like, I might have to think about moving. I'm like, okay, how do you make that happen? And that's not a reality for most people. You know, so we have to do the best to live in the world we have, and having that community, that shared community, is so vital to our well-being and our health.
Yeah, it really is, especially even when you correlate it to, you know, how many people are lonely and can die of loneliness, you know, like.
Well, and I think it's also, it's like, I mean, coming out of COVID, it's like, and so that decimated a lot of community, that face-to-face interaction, where it wasn't the same virtually as it was in human space. And so now coming back together, it's like, and so trying to build that community again, as so many people went through life-changing moments through that, moving away, doing all kinds of things, and so now trying to reconnect. And so that's where I find a lot of people right now are trying to figure out how to reconnect.
It also just felt rusty. I remember coming out of like the pandemic and I'd be like, I used to know how to talk to people. Like, I don't know, this feels awkward now. But I'm excited to you have something for us to try. That's a bit of a reset. I'm really excited for this, because I've been wanting to explore some different tools and modalities. Like I did a yin yoga
that's awesome.
Class, which I've done before, but they have this part before the yin yoga where you literally let your body throw like a physical tantrum. I've never done that before. It felt so good. And then
you should do story time with kids. We always, that's one of the first things you do, is you get your wiggles out.
Well, we didn't make noise, which I was kind of bummed about that. I think normally we would have, but we were like, there was a workshop happening right next door, and so we were trying to be respectful. But we still did like the pounding the legs and the feet. And I was able to relax so much more, I noticed, after I did that in the yin yoga part than when we didn't do that. So I'm very excited to try what you've got today.
I do. I definitely have some tools for us. I'm going to implement we're going to do some grounding. We're going to do a little bit of stretching, some breathing. We're going to do kind of like the shaking you were doing, but it's heel taps.
Okay.
And we're going to do some gratitude. And you can implement them like in piecemeal throughout the day.
Okay.
You know, you can implement them. They don't have to be all together, but it's just these little tools to really help reconnect us to our body, reconnect us to the earth, can help to bring us back to that breath of fresh air that we all just need so badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start with some grounding. I'm
Okay.
going to take my shoes off and stand up because when I ground, I like to be barefoot on the ground.
Okay, let's do it. My shoes sound like little farts today anyway, so I'm okay taking them off.
You mean when you walk?
Yeah, they're like... So,
All right.
okay.
So grounding is really simple. It's all about feeling the connection in your feet. So if you want to just close your eyes and just kind of take a deep breath and feel the connection in your feet. You can feel your heel touching the ground. You can feel your toes touching the ground. You can almost like wiggle your toes and feel each one of them touching down. And the best time to do this is outside, actually on Mother Earth. But any time that you are in the office or at the desk, just stand up and ground with your feet and just breathe with it for a moment. Now, if for any reason you can't stand, you can always ground with your hands. And so you can ground with your hands on the desk if you cannot stand also.
Okay.
So that's another way to do it. So for those of us that...
Don't push too hard,
Yeah,
Marshall,
please.
on
I
this
know,
wonky
it's like,
table.
well, I'm worried about falling over.
So it's really about feeling everything. So you want to feel the palms of your hands on the desk and then feel your fingers. And it's really just connecting you back into your body for that quick moment.
Yeah,
Okay?
this is good for panic attacks too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you having a panic attack?
Not right now.
Okay, good. We might implement other tools in that moment. But yes, absolutely. Ground yourself for panic attacks if it happens. Okay. And then we're going to come up. And so we're going to do a quick breathing exercise. Also good if you're having a panic attack. This is called a 4-6-8. I like to keep my breathing exercises very simple. We're going to inhale for 4, hold for 6, and then exhale out the mouth for 8. So inhale through your nose, hold, and then exhale. So we're going to inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we hold for 6. And then out for 8. Do it again and inhale. Hold for 6. Out for 8. And one more. Inhale for 4. Hold for 6. And out for 8. All right, this next one I'm going to show you. They're just heel taps, and they're good for a few things. One, you're tapping your heels on the ground, and so it'll get the lymphatics flowing, so all the blood, all the white blood cells, it gets all the toxins moving so they can exit your body. But also, hitting your feet on the ground helps the body to build up bone cells. So it's that impact that helps to build bones. So it's really good for people who have osteopenia, osteoporosis. And I do it for about a minute in the morning, and all we're gonna do is we're just gonna hit, just hit it down. Boop, boop, boop.
I know.
We're making some drums. It's like in place drumming circle. And then if you want, you can just shake your arms out, just like you did the other day in your yin yoga. And so getting all that movement is getting all that lymph flowing. We're getting all the blood moving. We're moving the toxins so we can get rid of them. And it helps the body to kind of settle and connect to its energy. So I do this first thing in the morning for a minute to get my body going. Okay, and then we'll rest in there. And you almost feel like a little tingly, don't you?
Yeah.
Feel the tingles? Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
What we're going to do is we're going to pull in a stretch. So we're often seated throughout the day. When we sit, we do a lot of this, right?
Right.
We're on our phones, we do a lot of this. So we're just going to stretch up and out. And watch your arms. Yeah, there we go. And you should feel this along your shoulders and your pecs as you come out. And so getting that stretch really opens up the heart space, connects, allows the heart to expand. So that way we can open up and be present with ourselves. Taking those nice big breaths. All right. And we can bring it back down. Excellent. And we're going to bring it back to the seat. And so another thing that helps to ground us and helps to center us when we're experiencing a lot of burnout is gratitude.
Okay.
Anytime we connect with our gratitude, we connect with ourselves, we can connect with our heart. And it's good to do every day for different things, even simple things like, I'm grateful I found a parking spot and I got here on time. I did it. So what are you grateful for?
Ooh, I'm grateful to have my husband here on set today.
Yay.
I'm grateful to have Marshall back. And I'm having a pretty good hair day. I'm grateful about that.
All right. How about you, Marshall?
I am grateful for so much. I mean, I just had a great chance. Synchronicity. I mean, just running into people that I didn't know we even knew each other until suddenly we start talking for a few minutes. Like, oh, we have all these friends in common, even though we're from opposite sides of the country.
That's awesome.
And so.
Yeah, that's awesome. So all of these little tools you can pull in when you're experiencing burnout, if you're experiencing a minor panic attack. If someone is experiencing a full-blown panic attack, it's always good to stop. If you're driving, pull the car over, because it can happen while we're driving, especially on our highways. So pull the car over, stop, get some centering breaths to try to catch yourself back. And if you're finding that you're not able to get yourself out of it, I would recommend reaching out to somebody you can connect to, somebody in your circle. You know, you can always call 911 in that instance. You can call your best friend to see if you can bring yourself back, but don't move until you feel safe in that moment, because you don't want to be like driving or anything while that's happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, well, that was really, really
What
wonderful.
a lovely
Yeah.
way to start the.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm so glad you were our first guest today.
Yay.
That was
Thank you.
much needed, especially on a Monday. That's
Yeah.
Right.
great way to start the week and the day. I did realize, I was thinking about this, we kind of skipped saying what you are a doctor of.
Oh, I'm a doctor of all things. What would you like me to be today?
Yeah, I'm like, people are probably like, oh, she's really fascinating. I want to work with her, or be
Right.
like, you know. And then they're like, but what does she do?
Is I've got my knee. I've got this pain in my knee right here. What can I do for that pain? It hurts when I do this.
Yeah.
So I'm a naturopathic physician. I have a naturopathic doctorate from the University of Bridgeport in Connecticut. And then after I finished residency in naturopathic oncology, I came here to Arizona.
Yeah.
So I specialize in people who are experiencing chronic conditions, people who are on polypharmacy. I specialize in oncology. I utilize a lot of nutrition in my practice. I think we talked last time.
did,
Nutrition
yeah.
is the base of everything I do, and it is so, so important. Above and beyond that, I do a lot of homeopathy. I teach my patients how to do at-home hydrotherapy. So you've probably heard of like cold contrast showers or like ice baths, those kinds of things. So I'll teach my patients how to incorporate things like that into their life to help build the vitality within the body. And my ultimate goal is to get my patients to not need me. I don't want them to need me. I want them to recognize what's happening within their body and have the tools to be able to help themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that we've noticed and felt both times Dr. Tara has been here is you are extremely knowledgeable. You just have such a wealth of information and wisdom, but
even more than that, able to break it down so we can understand.
it.
That's the thing. Because I mean, we've all met those folks who are extremely knowledgeable, but it's like I have no idea
Yeah.
what they're talking about. It's fascinating.
But I was going to say too, she's kind. You know, you're very
much
warm
so.
and you're
Thank
very
you.
kind, and I think that can be for a lot of patient-doctor relationships. That comfort,
Yeah.
you know, that trust, it either never gets there or it takes a long time to build. And
Yeah.
I think you are just such a warm invitation to kind of do it differently.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
A lot of my patients come in and they have almost PTSD from the experiences they've had with their physicians. And so then we have to unwrap that anxiety
Yeah.
about that experience they have. And I don't know, I would hope that physicians understand the depth of the meaning of the interaction they have with their patients, because the tonality in the words they use, how they express their ideas, and like how they explain what they know either helps to make the patient feel comfortable or pushes them completely away and to feel scared and anxious and have PTSD.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's so important to be present for my patients and hold space for them so they feel heard, because it's about their story.
Yeah.
It's not about what I know, it's about their story.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I want to help them bring out.
Yeah. Well, that's very clear that that's your desire and that's how you operate, and I think that's so important. Okay, so any other last tips about burnout? Any words of wisdom you can leave us with?
There is so much. It's very easy to feel overwhelmed in our world with what we're experiencing. We have more tools than the world around us wants to know we have. We have more power in our health, we have more power in our outlooks, we have more power in our healing. And we have the capacity to help our body, help our mind, help our psyche through it if we just utilize some of these little simple tools. It really makes a whole bunch of difference, yeah.
Well, every time Dr. Tara is here, I always leave feeling so empowered. Seriously, you were the first person where I was like, okay, nutrition, I'm gonna, like after you were on, I was like,
Is that why you said no to the candy?
we're not supposed to tell Pat it's there.
Oh, there is no candy.
No candy.
No candy here.
No, but it's really, I always feel inspired after you come spend time with us. So
Thank you.
we hope you all are feeling inspired as well. And Dr. Tara, if they would like to reach out to you or learn more about you, where can they do that?
The best way to do is to go to my website. It's risingphoenixnaturopathy.com, or you can email me, info@risingphoenixnaturopathy.com. Every time I say that, I realize I need to shorten it.
That's like my email address, I know.
It's too long, it's a lot of letters. I know, you'll find me.
We will also have all of this information on the episode link, so you don't have to try to remember.
Yeah, just copy and paste.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here
Thank you for
today.
having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, keep it right here. Marshall's back. We've got lots of good things to catch up on.
We got lots of stuff to catch up on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So don't go anywhere.